Hello and welcome to episode 2 of my Modding Unturned tutorial series. Alrighty, so in episode 1, I asked you guys to teach yourselves how to use Blender, watch a couple videos. Easy peasy, right? Well, it may have taken some time, but welcome to episode 2. Okay, first thing I want to cover in this episode is pretty important. It's how to access Unturned's files. So, if you go to Unturned, right-click, and then hit Properties, and then go to Local Files, and browse Local Files, you will get this lovely, lovely, lovely page. And if you go to Bundles, you'll start to notice some interesting things. You have items, you have objects, resources, skins. This folder is what I'm going to show you right now, sources. In it, you have a bunch of example files. So if you go to examples, this will have Unity packages of pretty much everything you would need for Unturned. So if you wanted to create an airplane, there's a Unity package for that. If you wanted to create a boat, there's a Unity package for that. If you wanted to create a gun, there's a Unity package for that too. And this is fantastic. Nelson has provided this so that modders can have a bit of an easier time understanding how he sets things up in game. And so this is kind of the worst kept secret that we have, I think, as a modding community is how do we know how to set things up in Unity? Well, we have a Unity package. So again, I'm assuming that you've watched the video by Mikey Mouse, which is extremely helpful, on how to set up the tags and layers in Unity. His files are very organized. I am warning you right now, mine are not. Also, in this sources file, there is a wonderful thing called a bundle tool. And if you read this text page here, it shows you how to put the bundle tool into the assets directory. So basically, you just drag and drop this into your assets folder. So again, sorry for the lack of organization there, but you drag this and you drop it in here, and you'll have Nelson's bundle tool, which is extremely easy to use. You essentially just need to click on something, click grab bundle, but we'll get to that. Jumping ahead very quickly. But that's just a great way to navigate and to find examples for everything you could need. Okay, so before you get to Unity, let's open up Blender and say we wanted to create a vehicle. So I always model in cycles render. Let's do example vehicle underscore 001. Okay, so again, I'm hoping that by this point you guys are familiar with Blender. I'm just going to make a very, very basic vehicle. The beauty of modding is that you don't really have to follow very many rules, but there are a few. If you want to create something that is quote-unquote unturned style, there are generally a couple of rules, and I can't find the tool I'm looking for, but that's okay. If you have your background grid set to meters, that's what I would recommend. So the standard cube that you spawn in with Shift A here is a 2 meter by 2 meter by 2 meter cube. And this is the height of an unturned character. So if you imagine an unturned character right here, they are as tall as 2 of these squares. So if you want to create a vehicle for them, generally there are a couple of rules to stick to. So I like using this little magnet tool because it snaps. So you want to keep your heights kind of similar. So what's a good example here? Okay, sidewalls and any indentations are generally 25 centimeters. So we're going to extrude this face out twice and then make it 1.25. Remember how I said I was going to be more organized? And then I wasn't. I'm sorry if these videos take a long time. I should really write a script or something. Okay, so we're going to extrude this as well. 1.25. Extrude this one, 1.25. Okay, this is a basic, I'm just going to extrude this down to 1.2.5. Okay, this right here is the basis of pretty much any vehicle. Generally, the height between the floor and the roof is like, I don't know, 2 meters or less than that, meter 75. In this particular case, what can we make here? Just going to extrude this out about yay far, this out about yay far. Gonna bring these up, make some sort of roadster or something. I don't know. Let's bring this down about halfway. Extrude again to the top, 2.0. And then I'm going to do some little tricksies here and create a roof. Again, this is just me quickly going through what I do when I'm creating a vehicle here in Blender that would be considered perhaps unturned style. So I'm just bridging these edge loops here. And I'm doing this for a very particular purpose that you'll see in a few minutes, and also because probably the easiest way to teach somebody to make something is to actually make it. Okay, so let's move these faces back a bit to create a bit of an angle here. And I think that's good. And same thing here. That's fine. We can do it fast back. That's fine too. Okay, I'm just gonna create a little dip here. Make it kind of car shaped. If you know what I mean. Always a good idea. Make the car shaped, right? Okay. It's going to be some sort of funky off-roader or something, or something along those lines. Okay, I'm going to bring these down, and there you go. There you have it. That's basically your unturned vehicle right there. This one's quite small, obviously. I'm going to call this model model underscore source. And I'm going to toss it over here, and this is where I'm going to work on it on this layer. This is essentially the most basic iteration of my vehicle. Face count is 104 or something, I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, 104 faces. That's not bad, we can reduce that in a bit. Okay, so I'm gonna get started on, oh, you know what, let's make this even more car-shaped. Okay, there we go, a little bit. Reduce that there. Okay, fun stuff, cool car, Rain. We can reduce the size of this cabin a little bit. Just gonna move that back. That's good. And then I'm just gonna extend this out. that way. Okay. All right, I like this better. Okay, so once you have the basic model here, you can create what I would call model, like the fender source model. Okay, and what this does is it's easier for you later down the line to remember what your, oh, I just realized there's a mistake in this one here. If I promise to be organized, I very clearly lied to you. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, let's see what we got here. Just move that back a little bit. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, this is going to be the fender for the vehicle. Just going to increase it size by 1, extrude it, or expand it to the left, extrude these sides about yay far, grab those faces, pull them back. That's your typical unturned fender right there. Going to duplicate that, bring it over to the other side, select it in edit mode, rotate it 180 degrees. You don't necessarily need to do that in edit mode, but I do. It's just what I'm used to. Okay, so there you go, 2 fenders. I'm going to join these, and then I'm going to add headlights and taillights. So I like that size. I'm going to keep it about that far. I'm going to duplicate this, bring it over to this side, join all these. No, not that. There we go. Oh, these are definitely in the wrong spot. Extrude them about that far. And then duplicate those, bring them back here. I think I'll make these a little bit lower. Okay, there we go. All right, so what do we have so far? We have a fender source model, and we have a model, the body source model. I think what we're missing is a exhaust pipe. All right. Just going to rotate that a little bit. Increase the size there, pull it back about yay far, and there we go. Okay, I'm going to attach that, and that is looking pretty good so far. I think generally the bottom of the vehicle extends a little bit farther down, just in my experience. Okay, or maybe I'm completely wrong. Okay, that's fine. All right, so now that we have the model source and the fender source, sorry if I made your ears bleed with that clap, we're going to texture this. So I have an example texture here that I created in Photoshop, and it's tiny. It's just a couple pixels long. And this is the standard Unturned texture style. So you have your body color, your interior color, your second interior color, tail lights, headlights, and then other associated metal components here. So it's generally a 4x2. You want to keep that even pattern, otherwise you might run into issues. Okay, so we have the example texture, and I just need to check. I can only post videos at 15 minutes of length, so I'm going to stop this episode, episode 2, which has gone from quick tips to just showing you my process. But hopefully that's helpful for you guys as well. All right, and I'll start episode 3 with texturing this model, and then I'm going to export it into Unity. All right, so that's it for episode 2, guys. I'll see you in episode 3.